Have you ever thought of planning a trek or a trip to a place about which there is very few information available on the internet? Well, this video is all about how to plan one.
Google Maps, as we all know, is one of the most popular applications wherein the map of the place can be downloaded and can be accessed even while your phone is on airplane mode. Let's look at the features of it. Click on the menu button which is on the top left corner of the screen. Select your places. Head over to the map section and you'll be able to notice a button which is create map. Alright, we have a new untitled map which shows the satellite image of the India from above. So let's search for a place. I'll be searching for Nakin Ridge. And here we go. So just click on the add to map button. Once it's done, just head over to the base map section wherein you can change the different views of the map that are available on Google Maps. So this is the satellite view of Nakin Ridge from above. I'll just zoom out a bit. Now we'll just change the view to terrain view as seen from above. And when you zoom out, you'll be able to see these contour lines.
The contour lines on the map join all the points which are at the same elevation from the mean sea level. Now let's have a look at how the contour lines on map are interpreted. Imagine this to be a hill which has to be represented on a paper. So by projecting the edges of this hill on the paper, these contour lines have been plotted. As we all can see, the slope to the right side of this hill is gentle and it's a gradual slope, which is represented by widely or well spaced contour lines. To the left side of this hill, the slope is quite steep and it is represented by closely spaced contour lines. Each of these contour lines connect all those points on the map which are at the same elevation from the mean sea level. Why are the contour lines important to us? What are its applications? Now, from the figure of this hill, we are able to notice that climbing till the top of the hill is easier when it is approached from the right side of the hill, as the slope is very gentle and it's a gradual slope when compared to the slope on the left side, which is quite steep. The contour lines on the map represent the same thing. The ascent to the top of the hill is easier from the areas where the contour lines are well spaced. From the contour lines of this hill, it is very clear that the contour lines are well spaced on the right side, which indicates that the approach to the top of the hill, which is this point, will be easier when the approach is done from the right side. Now we'll apply these learnings to the contour lines of Nakin Ridge on the Google Maps. Firstly, we'll try to figure out the last point up to which one can travel by vehicle near the Nakin Ridge. And these are the motorable roads which end in the Bidisgaon village. And Ranyavasa is the last point up to which one can travel by vehicle, and from here on one has to travel on foot till the Nakin. So we'll try to construct the trails, and we can see these faint trails which lead us up ahead. So I'll just join them. So at this point we have come across a settlement, and I'll just save this trail as trail 1. The length of this trail is 1.14 kilometer. And from here on there are multiple faint trails which lead us till Nakin, but we'll try to figure out the best and shortest possible path till the Nakin peak. And for that we'll switch the satellite view of the map to terrain view. We'll zoom out a bit. Now we are clearly able to see the contour lines on the map, and this particular contour line connects all the points on the map which is at an elevation of about 300 meters from the mean sea level. And this is the peak of Nakin, and the height of the Nakin peak from mean sea level is 660 meters. And each of the contour lines in here represent an increase in the elevation of about 20 meters. So we'll draw the path up ahead. So from here on, these are well spaced contour lines, so we can easily climb. And from this point we have two options. We can either go around from here, and since these contour lines are well spaced, it is very clear that it's a very gradual slope, but this would be a very long route. But looking at the way these contour lines are spaced,
I can tell you that this slope can be easily managed.
and once we reach this point, we can clearly see that the contour lines are well spaced here, which means it's a very gentle and very gradual slope, so one can easily walk across on this ridge, and from here we can easily reach till the Nakin peak. I'll just save this trail 2. So the length of this particular trail is 2.36 km. This self-planning of the trails would have been essential if there were no GPS trails available on the internet. Now we have planned this route and we'll just try and search whether there are any GPS trails uploaded by someone. And this is one of the best sites, which is Rambler. And on this site you'll be able to find GPS trails to different places. So we'll directly head over to the explore section. Okay, so the search section, we'll just type in Nakind. Okay, so we have so many trails which have been uploaded by different people, and we'll just look at the one which has been uploaded by Mr. Manjeet Malvi. Yes, so here we have the trail, and this person, Mr. Manjeet Malvi, he has recorded this GPS trail while he was on a trek to this place, and he has uploaded it on the site. And we'll download the trail in KML format, which is a keyhole markup language. Okay, the download is complete now, and we'll load this particular trail onto our map. And for that, you just have to head over to the add layer section, go to import, click on select a file from your device, go to downloads, and this is the trail which we had downloaded from Rambler website. We'll open the trail. It's being loaded. There we go. We have the trail, and we can simply switch on or switch off the trail. So as we can see, this particular path in black color is the one which we had planned, and this particular track is the actual track which was taken by Mr. Manjeet Malvi when he was on a trek to this place. And we can see that our planning was pretty much right. So whenever we are planning any trek to a place, our first step would be to check for the GPS trails if they are available on the internet. And the best way to do so would be to find for the GPS trails either on the Rambler site or on the Wikiloc site. If there are no trails available to this place, the best possible method would be to construct your own trail using the method which we have just learned. Once your trail planning to a place is complete, you can simply export your map to KML or KMZ format, download it, and you can transfer this file to your phone and you can access it while you are on your trek. Or you can simply go to share and you can copy the link and send it to your phone, and you can access this map while you are on your trek. And you can also access this trail which you have downloaded in the KML format on the Google Earth Pro application. This Google Earth Pro is available as a desktop application as well as it can be accessed on the web browser. The best feature of this Google Earth Pro is you can view your trail in the 3D format from all the different angles. And the second best feature of Google Earth Pro is when you click on your track and go to show elevation profile, it will give you the entire elevation profile of your trek from the starting point of the trail, which is this point which has been marked by the red arrow, and during the entire route you'll be able to see the height which you'll be climbing. With this, we have come to the end of the video on basic trail planning and navigation. Now go ahead and plan out your own trails. Happy trekking to you.